before the review, we need to talk about what happened after the show. Just like Bad Blood, KO strikes when the cameras are off. The WWE have turned off the Saturday Night Main Event live feed. The camera's off. Cody's about to say Long Island, and then Cody Rhodes gets blindsided by Kevin Owens, and then he does a small package pile driver, the pile driver that, there's such a banned and forbidden move now. He does a small package pile driver on Cody Rhodes, and then he proceeds to steal the Winged Eagle belt and walks off and gets into a shoving match with Triple H. And whoa, that is, oh man, I cannot believe it. They saved the best thing to happen on Saturday Main Event for after the show, but you know what? I'm all for it. It brings back that after the show Bad Blood realistic feeling of, oh my God, Kevin is unhinged and can do anything. Even after the match, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know when the story is over, and yes, all for it. And we'll get more into why this is such a brilliant move in the match, because when I review the Kevin Owens Cody match, it definitely plays into it. But yeah, this is brilliant. Kevin Owens got a visual pinfall on Cody Rhodes so he can say he's the champion. And the fact of the matter is they brought the Winged Eagle belt back for one night only. Well, Kevin took it. Kevin stole it. And he can say now that this is his championship, that he is the real world champion because he did pin Cody. There's no mistaking it. The referee was down, and Kevin Owens got a visual 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 count on Cody Rhodes, and now he gets to take this title away. Cody can have his undisputed belt, and Kevin can walk around with this Winged Eagle saying, I'm the champion. This is good. Maybe it sets up a ladder match even. I don't know. But wow, that is so freaking good. And it happened after the show. Just chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. That was amazing, brilliant. Again, Kevin Owens has this thing now. That's his gimmick. He's just going to attack you when the cameras aren't rolling, and I'm living for it. I am all for that. And then getting into a shoving match with Triple H, Papa H, that's just like, oh my God. You can't touch Triple H anymore. He has a heart condition. Yes. And Kevin Owens, he's justified even. He's justified in his actions, and he's justified in stealing the belt and saying that he's the real champion. So this is brilliant. This is great. I love it. I'm loving it. The whole night was pretty dang decent. In my opinion, I actually really enjoyed this little Saturday night main event. It doesn't seem like a lot of people did. I'm looking at comments online, and a lot of people are saying very predictable, very boring, and I will say kind of predictable. But this is NBC. We can't have all the heels winning. I'm just glad Damian Priest didn't win, to be honest with you. And then Gunther got his confidence back. And if you want to win the Winged Eagle belt, or you want to win the Undisputed belt, that's up to you. You can pick. All you got to do is comment below. Once I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to give one of these belts away, or the smoking skull behind me. Literally, free shipping, free everything, live on a stream. I'll give away a belt. Why am I doing this? I'm trying to become a full-time YouTuber, so 10,000 is a good first benchmark to hit, but I'll probably need 20, 30, 40, 50,000 to do it, but whatever. Let's hit 10,000. Let's give away one of these belts, and then we'll do another giveaway at maybe 20,000. We'll just keep giving away belts as we grow. I'm building a community here of just like-minded fans who just love wrestling. We could disagree with each other, but we could just agree that we are huge wrestling nerds, and we just have a good time watching and talking about wrestling. And I'll get to quit my day job and produce wrestling content all day long, and you win a belt. Smoking Skull, Undisputed, Winged Eagle, up to you. Don't forget, you gotta comment, you gotta subscribe, you gotta hit the bell notification, and maybe a like. Let's go over the matches one by one, and I'll just tell you that, yes, very predictable, and yet, I don't know, I was okay with it. It flew by. This was a 2-hour show that came out of nowhere, and we got a lot of good matches. The Sami Zayn Drew McIntyre match. Did anybody really expect Sami to win? Maybe if Jay came out, but in reality, it was a good back and forth, and Drew McIntyre, he should have won, and he did win. He gets a prominent spotlight on front of all these people, and he gets a victory on Saturday Night Main Event opening the show. Yeah, I was definitely okay with it. At no point did I really think Sami was going to win, but again, okay, it's Drew McIntyre. The dude just came off the rivalry of the year, the feud of the year. He shouldn't be losing. He came out, he had a match, and then when he walks back on Twitter, he releases a tweet saying 1 down, 4 to go. So it looks like he is going systematically after each Bloodline member. And I don't know if Solo Sikoa is one of the 4 that he mentioned, or is he talking about CM Punk? Is he talking about Cody Rhodes? I don't know. The wise man, maybe? Because you got Jey Uso, you got Jimmy Uso, you got Roman Reigns. That's 3, but he said 4 to go. So I don't know if Cody, because he teamed up with them. I don't know if CM Punk, because of War Games, or the wise man, who is a member of the Bloodline. But again, just storylines progressing. Drew gets a prominent spot, a good paycheck, and it's good. Then our next match, Io Sky versus Liv Morgan. That was a banger. I enjoyed it. I really, in the middle of the match, I started thinking to myself, is there anyone better than Io Sky? This was a really good showcase of Io and Liv Morgan. Thankfully, we got to see Liv Morgan as a champion, a strong champion, not a chicken heel. There was one time she took a knee to the face, and it might have broke her nose. I think it made her bleed at least, and she kept going. She was a strong champion, and she won. No interference even. I would have been okay even if Dom had interfered, but he didn't, and Liv Morgan just straight up wins. Io Sky looked really good in the match. Liv Morgan looked amazing in the match. Just a really good back and forth where a champion won. Liv Morgan, whether you like it or not, has been having a banger year, and we want to see her have more matches like this. We want to see her as a champion and actually winning matches like this, and there she is. She got it. And then Rhea comes out and has a stare down with her. I'll be honest, Rhea is kind of the face of the women's division, but they didn't overdo it. They set things up. Imagine this. You're completely new to WWE. You've never seen WWE before. You turned it on NBC on Saturday night, and you're like, what is this? You see Liv Morgan. She wins. She's a heel. And then this monster of a woman who, I'm not saying monster as in ugly. I'm just saying built, tough. Rhea Ripley, she's huge, and she comes out and stares down Liv Morgan, who just won. You're like, what is this all about? I need to see more. Where can I watch the next installment of these two fighting each other? So Rhea Ripley comes out. She didn't overshadow Liv, but she definitely made her presence felt, and I was okay with it. I want to see that. If I was a noob to WWE and wrestling, I'd be like, I want to see what happens next. Rhea did not outshine. She appropriately shined. Everybody shined, it seemed like, and I'm okay with that. The right winner won, and Rhea came out, and they just had a stare down, progressing story, getting interest peaked. Next match, super happy with it. Now, I would have loved if Damian Priest lost to Finn Balor. If Damian Priest would have taken a pin and Finn Balor had, rised up and become champion. However, the fact is, Gunther won. He won in a dominant fashion. If you see my last couple months on this channel, I've been very hard on the booking of Gunther. I feel that it's flat out sucked, and I hated how they've systematically chipped away the aura that once was Gunther, but I think they went a long way in restoring it tonight. If Gunther had walked in with an aura of 4, when it was all said and done, he's at a 7 right now and still climbing. He did a lot to rebuild his credibility. It was a great triple threat match. We had Gunther versus Finn Balor versus Damian Priest, and everybody got their moves in. I do hate that Finn Balor lost again. I hate just putting him in championship matches just so he can lose. However, that said, It was a good match. It was a good match, and Gunther, he's a dominant champion, or hopefully he's a dominant champion once more. And I really, really dug that. I really dug Gunther just showcasing how great he once was, and hopefully how great he is once again. Damian Priest looked okay. He didn't take the pin, so he's fine on his way to being Super Damian Priest. Hopefully they toned him down a little too. I was okay with this triple threat, how everybody performed it. Everyone got their moves in, and it wasn't one of those triple threats where somebody was just on the outside while two people fought, and then, you know, they get back in the ring, they knock someone out of the ring, and then those two people fight, and they just trade off. It's just a regular match with one person on the outside just to break up pins. It wasn't like that. It was a constant 3 people in the match. Yeah, someone would get knocked down, but then, you know, they would get back up. It was a really good match. At one point, towards the end, Gunther had a hard time picking up Damian Priest, but then he got his footing and he did it. I was a little afraid. I don't want wrestlers to feel they have to follow through with a move if they haven't got a full grip. I want safety first. But that said, everybody, it looks like everybody's okay. And yeah, Gunther on the road back to being the ring general, and I am super, super happy about that because I've hated having to just berate Gunther, and I'm very happy to be on the complimentary side again of Gunther because he looked great, strong, like a champion should. Then we got the U.S. Women's Championship match, and it was a very good match. Again, back and forth. They showcased themselves. They, you know, Michael Cole even mentioned TNA a couple times. TNA getting mentioned on NBC by WWE. What a world we live in. This is a great time to be a fan. Yes, maybe, okay, well, we knew this person was going to win. We knew this person was going to win, but this is an extra treat. We weren't supposed to get Saturday night's main event. We didn't even know this was going to be a thing 2 months ago. So this is just an extra treat, a bonus. Can we really be mad that we got these kind of bangers of matches? Can we really be mad that we saw Drew McIntyre look strong? That we saw Liv Morgan defend her title? That we saw Gunther regain his confidence? Okay, if that was predictable, I'm okay with predictable. And then Chelsea Green. Yeah, everybody said it's Chelsea Green's time. What would have been better? Let's do a swerve for swerve's sake and have Chelsea lose? No way. She deserves the title. She's been on point since her return. She's been so great, so giving, just stealing every spotlight. Someone said in our live chat today on the stream that she is the queen of maximizing her minutes, and that is so freaking true. When she re-entered into the Royal Rumble, when she came back to WWE, she was in the Royal Rumble for what, 10 seconds, 20 seconds? And everybody was like, oh, well, they buried her. No, she was very memorable. She used that to propel herself to this great character, this character who maybe didn't win every match, but definitely left an impression. And that impression left such an impression that WWE management was just like, you know what? Let's make her the first ever U.S. champion? That's a pretty big deal. Chelsea Green can forever say, I was the first women's mid-card champion in WWE of all time. She's going to always be in the same category with Harley Race. Harley Race was the first male U.S. champion, and Chelsea Green was the first women's U.S. champion. And yeah, you know what? That's predictable. Okay, I'm okay with that. And she was amazing she put her face all over herself at her costume. She's so obnoxious and so brilliant at the same time that, yeah, predictability is good when we're going to give her the belt. U.S. champion Chelsea Green, way to go. And then we get the main event. Very, very happy that Cody Rhodes came out second. The champion should always come out last, and Jesse Ventura actually is the one who told me that at WrestleMania 5. And segue to Jesse Ventura, he was on Saturday's main event, and he was great. he was really good. I kind of thought that his jokes were going to be really corny or lame or just outdated. And yeah, kind of, sort of. But at the same time, it was refreshing, nostalgic, and a callback. And I was actually okay with it. I think at one point he said he was wearing Jake the Snake. He was just being a heel. He was like cheering on KO. It was good. It was a good 80s heel commentator. And that's what he was supposed to be. And that's exactly what he was. So that going back to the Cody and KO match, it was a good back and forth. We did have the heel, the ankle being targeted in the beginning. Towards the end, it did seem to be kind of forgotten about. But the real story was this. It was back and forth, a great match. At no point did I really think KO was going to win. But then, this is the best thing that could have happened to KO, with the exception of actually winning. Because yes, we all knew KO was going to lose. We all knew Cody was going to win. He walked in with the winged eagle. It just, he's going to lose to The Rock. We all knew Cody would win. But what we didn't know, the referee was going to take a ref bump, fall out of the ring. KO was going to get a 1, 2, 3. A 1, 2, 3 without any refs. That is a huge deal. It makes Kevin look super strong, super, justified in whatever he does. And we already said in the beginning of this video that he completely goes bonkers after the cameras go off, and he's justified because he pinned Cody. It was a 5 or a 6 count before another referee got in, and then Cody kicks out. And then the ref takes another bump. Right, a new ref takes a bump while KO was bringing a chair in, but he never used the chair. The chair is on the ground, and Cody does a crossroads onto the chair, and then he pins with the first ref, 1, 2, 3, waking up. So Cody Rhodes, he literally would have lost the match if the referee was awake, and then uses a chair to beat KO. Those are some heel moves, and I'll do a video on the potential slow burn of a slow heel turn for Cody Rhodes that might be actually happening, because these are like the second or third signs that I have seen recently, but that is a whole nother video. We're talking right here, right now. Kevin Owens would have pinned the champion, would have won the title if not for the referee not being there. Everybody saw it. There is no denying it. And then Cody had to use a chair. Kevin Owens is so justified as a villain to be mad right now. He was already justified with everything he's been saying, but right now he can literally say, I beat you, Cody. I am the uncrowned champion. That's all that a heel needs. Now, yes, we all know if Kevin Owens would have won in any manner, he would just be like, I won. That's all that matters. That's all that matters, the record book. But when a heel loses, he can use any justification in the world, and that's what he has right now. You just gotta let them have some kind of out, and Kevin Owens has 2 major outs right now, and then that's the end of the PLE Saturday Night Main Event, and I thought it was good. I honestly did think it was good. Was it the best matches of all time? No, it wasn't, but I enjoyed it. Maybe I didn't set the bar so high, and I'm okay with certain kinds of predictability. I'm definitely okay with the predictability of Gunther winning. I'm definitely okay with the predictability of someone like Chelsea Green being rewarded the title. Maybe this review will change your mind a little, or maybe it won't. That's okay. If you didn't like Saturday Night's Main Event, that's perfectly okay. If you thought it was just an overhyped SmackDown, okay, that's fine. You can like what you like, I can like what I like. But what I really love is what happened with KO at the end, because he's so justified in moving forward and saying, I'm the uncrowned champion. But not just that, but cameras go off like we were talking in the beginning. He has a belt now. That's why they introduced that second belt. He can walk around WWE with the winged eagle saying he is the real uncrowned champion. Plus, he pile drived Cody Rhodes and got into a shoving match with Triple H. That's so taboo. You can't touch Triple H. This is amazing. This is amazing stuff right here. Is Cody gonna be hurt? I hope they sell it. I really hope they sell it. I'm definitely maybe it's the high of the angle, the Kevin Owens beating up Cody with the cameras off. Maybe that's totally clouding my judgment right now, but I don't know. I thought it was fine. I enjoyed the matches. I really did. I think everybody, they presented themselves and they had really good matches. Were the outcomes safe? Yeah, but then again, we don't want to be throwing all these curveballs at an audience who don't really understand wrestling. We gotta sometimes we gotta introduce someone to wrestling, right? I'm glad there wasn't any weddings, any WWE weddings, We gotta just kind of introduce them. Hey, this is wrestling. Come and watch it on Monday Night Raws, and then we can go crazy. Then we can go bonkers with them. But right now, let's just show them some really good matches where the predictable, the right outcome, that is kind of the logical outcome based on the stories, well, those happened. Could you imagine if someone just unknown to wrestling flipping through the channels and they watch Sami Zayn pin Drew McIntyre? Look at Drew. The dude's a beast. Yeah, we know, you and me, we know Sami is the ultimate underdog and can overcome the record-breaking tag team champions, the Usos, at WrestleMania, and the record-breaking Gunther at WrestleMania. But the common folk, they don't know that. They don't know that. Drew needed to win. I didn't need to be unpredictable there, and that goes for everything. I think it was a good Saturday Night's Main Event. Was it as good as back in the day? Probably not. But overall, I gotta watch 5 solid matches on a Saturday night. I'm okay with that. I am definitely 100% okay with that. So if I had to do a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs up. If I had to do a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going 8. I'm going 8. A lot of people are probably going 4 or 5, but I'm going 8. I'm going 8. And that after the show angle, mwah, chef's kiss. Kevin Owens, I love this. What a unique character trait to have. I attack people when the cameras are off. Oh man, that's awesome. That is awesome. I hope you enjoyed the review more than you enjoyed Saturday Night's Main Event, because I know a lot of people were just kind of bleh about it. But yeah, you know what? That's my take. I would love to hear your take in the comments below. Scale of 1 to 10, what did you think? And if you didn't like it, that's fine. I'm not going to attack you for something you didn't like or something that you do like. I would just be interested to know. Guys, girls, have a great day.